And the under 16 girls 1,600 metres or one mile event is on the track now. Kim, the start lists are on the. Actually, first I should welcome Kim to the commentary box, and the start lists are on screen right now. Give us a couple of tips, a couple of athletes to watch in this women's.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Thanks for the welcome as well. I've really got a great field of junior athletes coming up here. The concept of this race is introduce some junior athletes from little athletics as well as senior athletics, but also to focus on the shift of these athletes moving from the juniors to senior ranks. And the transition is really incredible amongst a number of these athletes. There's a couple still mixed in little ass at the moment, but majority are really on the verge of their senior athletics career. So it's an exciting age group to watch and grow over their term. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for Lucy Cleveland, also Olivia Galang. Olivia is coming to us from New South Wales. Really good runner. She's a smart runner and won't necessarily run from the front. She represented ACT at the LAA Nationals in Melbourne last year and picked up a silver in the 8 and 15. Jess Hells is a bit of her inspiration. So a great shout out to Olivia there. Erin Mariner, really great mixture of speed and stamina, consistent over the 800 to 3K mark. So keep an eye out for her, Michael, because she's going to have a strong finish. Tilly Williams as well, longer stamina that she's got at the moment. She's from Mentone, so she runs a 2:23 for a 8, but also comes in with a good strong 4:44, which she ran at Caulfield recently. So probably Cleveland, Galang, Mariner, Williams, and Mitre to watch.
Fantastic. So we'll read out all the athletes. And unlike the under-20 events that we've had tonight, all Victorians, except for one athlete, Olivia Galang, coming down from New South Wales.
Kim, just before we start, how often would some of these girls run a mile?
Not as frequently, probably. There's not a lot that have mile under their belt. So I think the one probably that has the strongest mile at the moment comes in the favourite as far as this distance is concerned would be Cleveland. So she ran it recently at Doncaster of 4:57. And she actually ran second to Mel Duncan at that, so she jumped in again's the senior athletes.
Just last week too.
Yeah, smart race
huge
as well. So, very, very interesting one to watch.
And, we've been talking about this all night. The party's well and truly here. We see the one girl on stage is a little bit cold. It's, I was about to say the atmosphere's heating up, but the temperature's still a little bit chilly out on track. If there's still time to get down, everyone, there's still time to come down to the track. Just whack on a jacket. Peking Duck will be on in a couple of hours. We've got the Dream On Bridge, we've got the Party Tunnel, and we've got the Peking Duck stage to bring the atmosphere here. The front straight stands are absolutely full. Around the bend it is filling up, and our tunnels and bridges are bringing the atmosphere here. So we have 13 athletes who are towing the line. They'll be in the hands of the starters pretty soon.
So you'll see Lucy obviously wears those long socks. So renowned forever as Lucy Long Socks, as I've noticed. So she's wearing hip number 9. You'll see Galang from New South Wales. She is outplaced in 12. So you'll see her just probably closest to screen at the moment.
She the one doing up her shoes?
Yeah, well, that's right. You mentioned before, Michael, as well about coming down and getting warm down here. If you get any one of those flames, the heat that radiates out one of those is about enough to singe your eyebrows. So it's a great spot to be at the track.
And they're underway. Station number 1, we have Sarah Fitzpatrick, followed by Erin Mariner, Isabel Rhodes, Chelsea Tickles, Zoe Clark, Jasmine Hume, Tilly Williams, Paige Tuttleman, Lucy Cleveland, or Lucy Longsocks, we like to call her up in the commentary box, Priya Diol, Aria Violini, Olivia Galang, and Claudia Tierney, as Cleveland does lead out the field, as they're kind of strung out already, only 150 metres in, and the train is starting to stretch.
Yeah, so as we mentioned before, it is Lucy out in front. Galang closely followed behind. Just on the outside there, you see Chelsea Tickle in hip 4. So she's running in the red, running strong. Do expect her to come out to the front of the pack, as we mentioned before. She loves running out front, and she's going to need that extra distance at the finish to have the sprint finish away from the other girls in that pack. So the other competitor in that group is Erin Mariner. We mentioned before they were the 4, Michael, we spoke of. And not too far behind that, we've got Tilly Williams and also Isabel Rhodes running strongly too.
Absolutely. The race is going as predicted so far. Cleveland taking the lead. We haven't seen anyone go gun to tape so far tonight. But is Cleveland going to be the first person to do it? Galang is on her heels. And Kim, you said that she wouldn't go out fast. Maybe she's just waiting, and this race is playing into her hands.
Yeah, Olivia ran a really strong 800 in Bankstown recently. A 2:13 it was, 2:13.89. And it wasn't from the front, Michael. She came in at probably came around about 5th in the first lap and then gradually moved with about 100 to go. So she's going to have a sprint in her towards the finish as well. We
see Chelsea Tickle, the Bendigo girl Brady coming in 3rd position, settling in on Galang's heels.
Coached by Andy Buchanan as well, so he would have given her some clear instructions leading into this race, and she's in a perfect position coming up to get 2 to go.
You can see what you see about this background noise of the stage blocking the vision there. Makes it exciting. It is Lucy still in front at the moment. Galang closely followed behind. Tickle sitting in 3rd, and Erin Mariner from Ringwood sitting in 4th. So really, really strong and confident racing by Lucy Cleveland out in front.
And we haven't really seen a distance race like this tonight where the athletes are so strung out so early. We're halfway through though, 2 laps down, 2 to go, and it has become a race in 3 out the front of the field. It is Cleveland, Galang and Tickle are your 1, 2, 3. The rest doing their best to chase hard.
So as they come around back past that 1500 start line, it is Cleveland still holding it strong at the moment. There's not much distance between the 3 of them. Galang's starting to get a bit closer to her. Interested to see at what point she'll start to make that move, Michael. I think probably the 600 is generally when Lucy starts to move and make her wind up her race, but she looks pretty strong out and pretty well composed at the moment out there in front.
I don't mind the look of Tilly Williams as well, the athlete we see on screen now, just coming off the right-hand side of our screen, the athlete in the yellow colours of the Mentone Athletics Club. She's doing her best to close the gap, but I don't see her pop out from the back of the Peking Duck stage yet as they go under the Dream On Bridge. And it is still Cleveland, Galang and Tickle. You said Galang would wait and pass at the appropriate moment, Kim. Is she about to do that soon?
I think she is. I think she'll get to that bell, and I think she's really posed to actually start to make a move. We'll see what sort of response Cleveland had, but at the moment, Galang may look the actual strongest of the 2. She's going to sit on her shoulder, and let's see how she picks out this moment to make her move forward.
So Cleveland, Galang, Tickle just slipping off the pace a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if Tilly Williams from Mentone catches her. And then the rest of the athletes come through for the bell lap. And then we look through the cheer tunnel on the back straight. Cleveland, Galang are your 1, 2. Let's see how it plays out over the last 250.
Tickle's still holding strong in 3rd at the moment, but not too far behind her is her fellow competitor. I think was it Mariner sitting there. Here it is. Galang's really bound at home. She's coming home strong now. She's going to go behind the stage where we can't see her in vision now, but she's going to come out on the other side with about 5 metres in front of Cleveland. Cleveland's still holding on strong, but Galang is absolutely firing home at the moment. It is Galang. What a great run she's had from New South Wales. She's going to come home and take this one through. Watching her come through, Olivia, she's going to open it out to about 15 to 20 metres. Lucy Cleveland holding on for 2nd, but is Galang. She's going to take this out. Congratulations. Well worth the trip home to Melbourne. Cleveland will take it out, walks across the line for 2nd, 4:53. Tickle's going to hold on just so much for 3rd, with Tilly Williams, a great strong race for 4th.
So we've got Jasmine Hume. We haven't mentioned her yet, but she's come through strong for 5th. Isabel Rhodes, Zoe Clark, Sarah Fitzpatrick, Erin Mariner.
And a strong finish there by Paige Tuttenham from Ballarat. So she's running well. Priya Diol is going to come across the line. Just missed it there.
Just ahead of Claudia Tierney and Aria Violini to round out the field in the under-16 girls mile race here at the On Track Nights in Melbourne. One of my favourite parts of that, obviously, apart from the fact that the race pretty much went how you thought it would, Kim, which was pretty impressive. Did anyone notice in the back straight, where you can see now the replay, the athletes charging down in the middle of the track trying to keep up with the athletes on track? Thought that was very cool. And I wonder if they're going to do that when Pat Tiernan or Jack Rayner are charging for their last lap in the 10,000 metres later tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it was just a matter of then in that race who was going to take the first lead. And it was really, I guess it was a big and confident step for Lucy to step forward there and actually take that.
Everybody in the crowd away if they were racing. First of all, congratulations. How did you enjoy it out there?
It was really good, yeah, and it's really good atmosphere, like everything. I've never experienced something like this, so yeah, it was really fun to do, and good job to all the girls.
Now, is this the first mile that you've ever run? Are you a 1,500 metre runner, sort of? What is your pet distance, and how did you approach this race a little differently?
Well, I love the 800. I reckon that's my favourite event. But my coach just told me to sit and just kick because, you know, like not too early though, because like the wind and everything. But yeah, just on the last 100, just go for it. So yeah.
Now, is there anybody in Australian running or global running that you try and model your racing after, or anybody that comes to mind that you sort of want to be as you start to develop in this sport?
Definitely Jess Hull. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Olivia. I think you're well and truly on your way. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 years old, winning the mile down here. Olivia, congratulations.